Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Paperback Parade. Paperback Parade is a place where we celebrate vintage science fiction books, paperbacks, the artwork specifically. Not so much the contents, it's just cool artwork. We talk about the cover or covers and the artist or artists. And this was created by Brandy at the Bookplectic. I will put a link to her channel down below. And this week, I have chosen a book that I have, and it's called Contact. It's a short anthology edited by Noel Keyes, and the cover artist, is John Schoenherr. And we'll just pause on this cover. It's so fabulous. John Schoenherr lived from 1935 and died in 2010. He was born in Manhattan and grew up in Queens. He became an artist, and he worked for Ace Publications and others. He did covers for Astounding in all the magazines, interior artwork as well. He was noted for the covers of Dune, as well as many, many others. But in 1978, he was asked to do the illustrated Dune, the interior illustrations for that as well. And he did the interior illustrations for magazine stories as well. But some of the covers sort of developed into other things. He did a couple covers for a couple short stories that actually wound up being developed into The Dragon Riders of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. And on one cover of Analog, the concept art, I guess, that was done there was used for the concept of creating Chewbacca in Star Wars. But I won't hold that against him as an artist. Uh, but he used different techniques. He was a professional commercial artist, and he used a technique for black and white called scratchboard. And apparently it's black ink over a white surface. So instead of painting, you would scratch off the black until you get to the white. And that sounds fascinating. When you look at the artwork that's done by that, it is very unique. Uh, and also and he apparently might have been the only one that used it a lot as a commercial artist. Another one is egg tempura. I had to look this up. I don't quite fully understand it, but apparently it's using pigments that dry extremely quick. So you have to be very quick, I guess, at doing it. And I don't know if it changes the look of it because of the pigments, because they dry quickly. I'm not sure. But in 1965, he won a Hugo Award, and in 2015, posthumously, he was inducted into the Science Fiction Hall of Fame. He also won another award in, I think, 1988. Just trying to think. Yeah, 19. Let's see here. Uh, Sorry, I lost track of this. Awards, yeah, 1988, the Caldecott Medal for Owl Moon by Jane Yolen. Don't know the book, and I've heard of the medal before. But he also, like, he did children's literature as well as science fiction. He did the covers. And yeah, it's just fabulous stuff. And I've chosen a couple other covers to show here. And we've got the originally 1951. This was written in a magazine, but 1953 as a book publication by Gnome Press. But of course, it just decides to go to sleep as soon as I show it. And it's the Against the Fall of Night by Arthur C. Clarke. And it's like I say, it was Gnome Press, but it's Kelly Freas that did the hardcover, hardcover illustration. And then we've got The Green Rain, a fantastic tale of a world gone mad by Paul Tabori. And it's just fabulous looking. And this was 1961. And this is sort of like a dystopian era time where uh, they're trying to colonize the moon. And then there's green rain that turns everybody green. Strange. And Against the Fallen Night is another almost dystopian because it's sort of near the end of humans. There's one city left on Earth. It's dying. There hasn't been a human born in centuries, and finally somebody was. And there's travel throughout the galaxy to see other alien species. I don't remember it being that great, but anyway, it's a long time since I've read it. But again, it's just a fabulous cover, and then we'll just end back on Contact by edited by Noel Keyes, and it's got some great stories here. It's First Contact material, so we got Murray Leinster, First Contact, Intelligence Test by Harry Walton, The Large Ant by Howard Fast, What's He Doing in There by Fritz Leiber, Chemical Plant by Ian Williamson, and Limiting Factor by Clifford D. Simak. The Fire Balloons by Ray Bradbury, and then Man Discovered, Invasion from Mars by Howard Koch, The Gentle Vultures by Isaac Asimov, Knock by Frederick Brown, Specialist by Robert Sheckley, and Last Memory by Peter Phillips. So again, we'll end on Contact, a fabulous cover, and I will be back with more. I'm doing this on my Tuesdays that are almost like a tag. So I'll treat it that way, but I won't do it every week. Maybe twice a month, or maximum twice a month. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I'll be back with more Paperback Parade. Thank you, BookTube.